Hi guys, this is Love and Sparkles, and I am kitting up my Dakotathon. That way I will have my March, April, and May events kitted up. And I'm going to put it in this container. It's got a few loose drills, so I'm just going to pop them on the floor. I'm going to pop these pillows up here and just let you hang out in my lap. Okay. I just need to get my drills out. And I can show you again what I'm planning on doing. And I hope that I am in field. But I am planning on the Phoenix Rising tree. I see a lot of places that I can bling in here, and I love the bling. So that is what I'm planning on, is not only doing the Dakotathon with it, but also blinging it up. Oh, the cat's coming up to see what I'm doing. Okay, put that there. And that back in here. At least it's out around amongst these heathens that I own. And here is the, there you go. Man, get that up out of my way. I really don't need it in the way. And the way I kit up, guys, is I go ahead and I put the stickers on first. And this has 4 ABs. They're always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many slots there are. Now, am I going to have to move some bottles? Probably. But I've done this so often that it doesn't bother me to move a bottle here and there. Especially after last night's kitting up. Oh my Lord, people. That was crazy. I did all them spare bags of drills, and they were all round, believe it or not. And I used that triple layer case, and it used the whole bottom 2 layers. I figured out what 2 bags had pictures on them. Another bag did not, but I figured out what it went to because I pulled the inventory sheet out and realized that the one bag that was like half 3865s was part of the other bag, because it had like 120 bags of 3865. And what that one is it's a massive one, and it looks like a Disney castle in the back of a field, and it's got weeping willow trees, and it's got a rainbow, and it's got streams and clouds, and yeah. And all that 3865 was the poofy clouds. And I got to remembering, when I saw the lady unbox that, it actually had 2 bags of drills that came with it. So I was like, And so I opened up the inventory sheet, and sure enough, because it was only like a fourth of it, half of it was still colors, the rest was all 3865, that it literally was the other bag for that one. And I don't think I unrolled that one because it was so massively huge and there was no drills in it. But it's, yeah, I had bought it off Etsy. And up until Magic Potions had been one of the more expensive ones, because I think I paid $85 for it. which at the time was an astronomical price because none of the DACs were more than $59.99 at the time. So it was like, yeah, it was a monster. It's part of my kitten up last night. I don't know where did I put them stinky scissors last night. You know, you think I would learn if I put things back where I got them from, I could find them easier. Oh, let me put you on pause so I can find a pair of scissors because I don't have a clue where I put them. Okay, believe it or not, I had 2 different other pair of scissors yesterday and I can't find not a one of them. So we're back down to the kitchen ones, which I did find. Let's go here. And here's the colors. Okay. And I see a lot of these is going to be like a 2-bottle and a bag inside the extra bag. Okay, that one. That one. That one's an extra. We got $6.99, $700, and $8.20. And I am just going to pull all these extras out and start at the back end. And you know, I don't see no metallics in here. And you would have thought they would have had metallic gold wrapping around the end of that, in that tree, but they don't. That's amazing. I'll pull some of these back here. Then I'm going to pull these over to here. And that way it just gives me some empty space to move around in. Because I'm going to need $6.99, $700, $8.20's in there somewhere. I want to see one that's got some drills in it that I'll have to pull out. And this is just to give me some extra room because I know I'm going to need it, like the 820. Here, it's probably going to be 2 of these. I always pull, see here how it's not ribbed on that side? I always pull from that side because it pours better. Okay, so one bag is 1.5, and then I have $6.99, which is this one. Like I said, I pull off this side, so we're pulling off that side. My paper right there. And then we'll pull one of these empty bottles. And then we have 700 right here. Oh no, that was $6.99. That was 700, so we'll put that. Guess I need to read what containers I have. Well, I know what I had out, so that helps. Okay, we'll pull that up, cut that off. The weather here, guys, has been pouring. I mean, pouring all day. I finally got brave enough to take my trash down and pick up some mail, which I got my chocolate scent. So now I have my chocolate scent and my amber scent to start making my bath salts. So that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. We'll just pull and cut the train right there. Pull on the choo-choo train. Okay, that's a 3042. That's two of them. We'll put one up there and one down here. Right there. And that's just one. And that's two more 700s, which we know we already have done. What are these? These are 319. We have three 319s. So, we'll go on there and two up there. And Lord, this thing is heavy, 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 heavy on the 310 train. 301. We'll have 3 bags of 310 that go up there. None of those are duplicate. Okay. So, 3042. Look at my 3042. Alright, so we're going to pull this back up here and pull this up here. And see, I'm just moving them one bottle at a time so I can put that one in there. And it might only take one because it's kind of a skimpy bag. It's a skimpy bag. And I can see my summer is going to be like Summer of the Whips. And I think there's one event called Summer Colors that I'm just going to throw all my whips in because they're all going to be very colorful. And that will be my Summer of the Colors. It's just going to be the end of Magic Potions, the end of this one, the end of the Druid. It's just going to be the end of all of them. And hopefully I can get a couple of them done. Because, guys, I didn't pick no wimpy little small kits. No, I went for gusto. I went for gusto. Okay, 20. We need 976, which is this one. So yeah, I don't have no wimpy ass kits. They're all super huge maximum, you know, to the hilt. And then I'm mixing in a lot of my stash video kits to start knocking some of them out, because I would like to get it down to something reasonable. And like the 30 by 40s that I do, I can always, you know, get those down to something manageable, because, you know, 30 by 40 takes me about 2 days if I have the time to actually sit and work on it. Maybe a little more if I don't just sit and work on it, but generally that. Okay, let's see what we got here. 3857. Where are you? You are down there, so we're going to pull you up here and you up here. And just kind of move these around. And that's 3857. And there's not many colors. I think there's only 40 colors to this kit. You know, so that's not horrible. That's doable. And I hope I'm in screen, so I don't get no, you're not in screen, but it's really hard when you're by yourself to see where you're going to be sitting and to guesstimate exactly where you need stuff. 300, 400, 319, 898. So we'll pull you up here. And there's 939. And put those up there, some extras. And this is 938. And there's 898. And if I actually had a table, more workspace, I would probably put these in like number order, because I kit up according to numbers. I don't do the symbols and all that stuff. I just do numbers. So I would probably kit up according to that. But since I'm working on, I just got dumped them in my lap. But since I'm working in my lap, pretty much, and I did pretty good at containing that one. And that was 898. Let's see what else is in here. 703, 3. Ouch! Just tried to cut my skin. And yeah, just the other day said something to my son about, why are you trying to cut your hand? Yeah. Yeah. Now he has where he can go, Mom, why are you trying to cut your hand? Because Mom just tried to cut her hand. And it was kind of painful. Kind of painful. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. I don't even need two for this one. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Okay, 939. And those are fat bags, so those are definitely going to be two. And so that's a 2. And that's a 2. Okay, so I need 702. Which is, good Lord Almighty. Lord Almighty. Oh, and this is definitely going to be a 2 container because this bag is super, super, super fat. So that's a definite 2 bag. And then I'll have to just pull my zipper case down and put all the spare bags in the zipper case. And then as I go through the bags, I just refill them, or the bottles. Okay, so I have 700, or 699, 700, 702, 704. I know these are some more of them. Oh, those are $6.99 or $9.38 because I don't have any $9.38s. $6.99s I have a couple of. I already have it in there. So we can just cut those. $37.43. I don't think I have that in here. No, I don't. And so we'll just see. That's an empty one. And then I can just pull this one up. Because I'm pretty sure that might just be a 1. We'll find out. We will find out because it's kind of on the skinny side and kind of not full. My dogs have been all running out in the rain today. No, I don't want to push the test. Just don't want to push the issue. It's really weird because now on my kitchen counter, it's nothing but kitted up kits. Or on my kitchen table. I didn't have a table for so long, and now it's just a bunch of kitted up kits. And this is 3041, so I gotta find 3041, which is down here. So we're gonna pull this one up. That way we can pull this one down. And we'll pull him up, 3041. Now look at that. That whole thing fit in there. So we didn't need to worry about that. And we can just pull one of these empties and put down here. So if we have to move more, 938. I'm going to pull that one up and put this one in. Either someone just drove by, because they act that way when someone drives by down by the road, or UPS just dropped off something. Alexa, what's the notification?
1 million of Amazon shopping. 2 shipments will arrive today.
And see, that was just telling me the shipments are going to arrive. Okay, this one's fat. So, that one I got to dump out. And what I do is, I don't even worry about putting, because I know if it's an empty one behind one, that it's the same color. I do have a bunch of boxes, though, that I've got to break down. You know, because my art dot came in, and my light therapy box. They call it the Happy Light. I actually need to find where I want to put that. And sit down and start using it. But the thing is actually called the Happy Light. Okay, and this looks like the baby string. Because you always have a baby string, and you have the Mama Jamba string. 703. There's another 703. There's 2 797s. Got a bunch of colors in this thing. I gotta give it that much. 38.54. Because once I get all these at the end done, then I know what I gotta work with. 38.45. 38.60. So I'll be getting all them tall numbers. 159. 160. 7, 8. And these will all be one baggers. These are definitely all one baggers. Now, they're kind of skimpy on their ABs. I'm glad I have a whole bunch of them. $36.07. $161. I mean, they are skimpy on the ABs. Like, can you skimp much? And I'm loving the colors of the ABs, but yeah. Okay. We'll drop those in first. 113, which is a new one. I haven't seen that one before. I think it's a real pretty pink. Real pretty. And we'll go in on this side. Of course, it's only going to take one bottle. Put that a little bit. Yeah, it's only going to be one bottle, guys. And I am so thankful that this thing doesn't have a bunch of static in it. This time of year, static is hit and miss. Static is not the drill company. Static is your weather. But today it's pretty moist because it's been raining, so it's not that dry where it picks up that static electricity. But it's not the drill company. It's your weather. If you got dry weather, you're going to have static. 129. 129 is real pretty yellow. Real pretty yellow. And I actually, in my Love and Sparkles Facebook group, have a conversion chart from DAX ABs to regular DMC colors. So you'll know which one to replace it if you want to buy more. And such. Okay. And the little blue Amy, where did you go? Right there. That's 138. Pretty blue. Very pretty blue. Now in February, Hearts and Diamonds, and there's one other one. Alexa, what's the notification?
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. A shipment has arrived.
Okay, and that was another one of my allergy tea herbs have come in. And I will probably, give my daughter some. Anyone who I know that has allergies, I'm going to share the wealth. Just pass it along. 161. Here. And just pass it along. It's like, here, have a little allergy tea. But I'm going to make actually an allergy tea and an antihistamine tea, but both. And I may even put a tea bag of each in there and see what that tastes like and, what it does and if it helps. And because, yeah, I don't want last year again. Last year was pretty god-awful with allergies. I mean, pretty stinking awful. So I really don't want to do that again. My eyes were always swollen up and my head was always congested and yeah. And I mean, I take Claritin. There's been a couple of times that it's been so bad I've bumped it up and taken 2. It's like, yeah, one's just not doing it. Of course, I live way out in the country, and I'm allergic to every tree, every weed, every grass, whenever it decides it wants to bloom and do its thing. And of course, with Mother Nature being so freaking hormonal and not knowing what she wants to do, it's like you're constantly, one day it's hot, and your trees start to think, oh, it's spring, here we come. And then the next day it's cold, and it's like a yo-yo. So, I mean, I kind of feel bad for the trees. You know, they'll start to bloom and get all pretty. And then here comes Mother Nature. And there goes all the leaves. So, it's like you can't even have pretty leaves. Because Mother Nature's got to be hormonal and be an idiot and do her thing. So, it's like, yeah, we're just... The weather sucks, and it don't know what it wants. It's like, do I want to be cold? Do I want to be hot? Do I want to be this? I don't think it knows. I really do not think it knows. Okay. Are very many of you signed up for this Dakotathon? I know she has people all over the world signed up. All over the world. That's a 400. That's 3,900. That's 601. 601, yeah. So it's like, yeah. That's why my light's kind of sucking. There is no sunlight today. It is gray, overcast, kind of misty looking. Yeah, it's kind of... The weather has that vibe. 718. This definitely would not work for that bingo group, you know, with the, where it's like no 310. This one would not work. Any way, shape, or form, this one would not work. Because this one, though, had what? It looked like 6 bags of 310. It has lots of green. $797. $319. Okay, where are we at? And I know 310 is going to be pretty. Now, see, that's one of them double baggers. And get a bag. Get one of these empty ones. Those are 1.5 baggers. And then 762. Where are you? Right there. And you're just going to be one little bag. We're just going to be one little bag. I do have to say, after doing those ones that have all the little 200 bags, this is a nice reprieve where it's just the one bag. Because that really, really did bite. Okay, $9.35. $20. Or $9.99. $9.95. Man, I cannot talk. I'm going to pull that up. This is it. Yeah. Pull it to that flat side. It just pours better. I mean, you can open either side you want, but I'm telling you, that side pours better. And every once in a while, accidentally, I grab the other side, and I know it. It's like, why did I do that? And I really am thinking that. Okay. No, those are not that. Don't want to stick those in there. Sometimes I do good and it's the right color. Okay, $38.55. That one's just a little bitty amount, so that'll just be a one-fer. I've almost decided that I don't like eating breakfast because this morning I got up and I thought, I'm going to try, you know, do it the right way and eat a bowl of cereal. Well, I end up hungrier for the rest of the day. Whereas if I don't eat anything until later in the evening, I'm not hungry. I can just get by with drinking cups of coffee. Now this one has some static in it. I don't want to give up the plastic. Okay. I'm going to blow in it. Sometimes that helps. I remember I had a girlfriend come over and she wanted to do a kit, and we went back in my craft room. We picked a fairly simple because she'd never done it before. And she was like, well, how do you get these out of here if they're stuck? And I said, blow in it. She blew in it. And I mean, she blew. And like drills were flying everywhere. I mean, they were all over her face. I said, well, not that kind of blow. You know, like blow, you know, blow. It was so funny because, I mean, she had drills everywhere. 3854. And this one doesn't. See that? I mean, I can just kind of shake it and you're doing fine. $38.60. I think it'll be fine with one. I don't know why I moved all those because I don't really need to. And this has a little bit of static when it got right down to the very end. Okay, and then we're going to move these down, because I may go through and, you know, pull something else out. And this one, it's got enough to where it's only going to be one. I got my little pile of plastics over here. Okay. $36.07. I know I saw it. What did I do with it? Did I put it in here under something else? Lord help me. have lost the 3607. No, there it is. I was going to say, I know what that color is, and I wasn't seeing any of it anywhere. It's that beautiful, beautiful pink. And it is a gorgeous pink. Okay. 3607. So I'd be going right there. And that's 3042. 3041. 995. Is there an extra one of those? Yeah. I can put two 995s in here. Now that I know how many extras I'm going to have, I can start filling in slots with what I have. Okay, now I don't get this. I'll end up with just a little bit extra for that last. I might be able to get them both. Okay, let me try that other one. Yeah, I made it fit. So I got two of that one. One and a half. And I know that fat 939 ain't gonna fit in there. Or that one. Or that one. $820 is pretty full. $815 hardly has anything in it. $797. I think there's one more of those, and I'm gonna put it in here because it should fit. Okay, 762, 718, 703. There is another thing of 703. I'll just go ahead and knock them both out, because this will all fit in one. That one has very little. $415. What's this one? 400. Okay. And I think this is a lot of what wraps around that tree. So I'm only going to do one bag of it because I'm going to be putting gold metallics in that wraparound. So I'm not going to need two bags. That's $319. And then $310. I may actually do like 3 or 4 bags of 310 because there's a lot of 310 in here. There's one. And another one. I'll do this up. I'm at the vacuum my floor. All this kitting up, I end up with drills in my lap, and then when I stand up, they're all over the floor. So yeah. My floor has a hate conversation with the floor. Very shiny. I'm telling you, I swear they went to resin. I really do. And this one, those look like some green ABs. Did I have any green ones? I had yellow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these greens, and I might throw them in the tree somewhere. And I'm just going to put them at the very beginning, because they're real pretty green. There's not very many of them. So I'm going to put them at the beginning, and I'm sure I can throw them in that tree somewhere. They will go in that tree somewhere. I know I can get at least one more. This one's not even close to full. Do that one more thing. Do one more. Do one more. And that'll give me 5 bottles of black that'll be kitted up. Just dump it in the lap. And if you do that, you can get your finger wet, and it will just pick them up. I wasn't going to try to scoop them up, considering the bottle's pretty full. I'm pretty sure they have gone to resins. The backs are perfectly flat. There's no dimples. They're super, super sparkly. So I'm pretty sure they went to black or to resin, because that's one of the hallmarks of resin. Okay. Look at this. I don't think there's any more 301s in here. I'll find out. Because I have some spare bottles so I can fill. Okay, so it's going to take 1 and a little more. Oh, it's going to take 1 and a little more. So here. I'll put this in here. And like I said, I'm not going to put these browns, I'm not going to double them up and do both bags until I see how much I use. You know, because I am going to be throwing metallic in there. 97.43. That's 9.39. Don't need it. 6.99. 3.19. I'll do another 3.19. I could do another 6.99. 700. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, we're not doing 939 because that's a big fat Mamba Jumbo bag. We're going to get an extra of that, an extra of that. So, I'll pull an extra of that. Made my extras go way down, guys. $6.99, $3.19, $700. I don't know if we need an 820 or not. I don't think so. We'll see. What's this number? 319 and 319. Let's see, we'll top off that one and put one more bottle. Because we're down to 3 empty slots. But I do not do mine according to symbol. I do mine in DMC order. That way I know, I know that, you know, like 401's behind 400. And I just, you know, I know where they are by what number they are. I found that easier than trying to go by typewriter symbols and keyboard symbols and all that crazy mumbo jumbo. And the arrows up and arrows down, because I really don't. I mean, I get to where I just kind of, after a few minutes, remember what symbols, what color. And I just go for the color. You know, for the symbol that I know is that color. And this is 700 and this is 700. So we'll top this one off. We'll put that one back because we won't need it. Because we are almost out of bottles. Because I can pretty much guarantee that this will be the last one I can put in. And I don't know why I didn't pour that out when I was kitting up, but it's in my trash drills now. There's nothing trashy about them. But I don't know what number they would have been. Okay, so I had 1,820 that I couldn't get in there, 319, 700, 702, 699, 939. These are 3742 and 743. So this is all that I couldn't get in there, guys. I got everything else in that 60 slot bin, and what I'm going to do is, since I don't have tons of them, I'm just going to throw them up in that top. I'm going to throw my little piece of paper, and that way when I open it, I'll know what kit it goes to. And this is how it looks. And everywhere you see a non-number, it just means that it's the same as this number. So those non-numbers are just the copying of whatever number's in front of it. So there you guys go. That is my kit up of the Phoenix Rising. I will stick that box over on the table along with this box. And that way they are all kitted up. I'm not going to make y'all subject to my cleanup. So there y'all go. If you want to come back and see more of this content, hit subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate everybody. Love y'all. Next week on my live, I'm going to show the picture of what the February giveaway will be. And then just at the end of that one, just do the me please. And on By Friday, I will spin it and I will find out your info and I will get it out in the mail to you so you'll have it for February. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye. And then we're going to see. Oh, bye.